What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today, as you read by the title, I will be showing you the absolute best OTS class loadout you can use in Warzone. The OTS is possibly and arguably the best SMG to use when it comes to Warzone. The only other SMGs I would put in its rank are probably the PPSH, Bullfrog, and the MAC-10. By the way, for those of you who might be saying that I'm missing a lot of weapons, don't get me wrong, I know there are much more capable SMGs in general. Like I said, I'm only talking about the submachine guns, but I'm judging all around, even for a beginner to use, meaning that I will be judging the mobility, damage, speed, and of course the accuracy to the best that it can be while averaging in the other categories. The OTS is one of my favorite weapons, and today I'll be showing you my personal loadout along with some gameplay to show you that I'm not just talking from nothing. Trust me, you're going to want to give this loadout a chance. So for the muzzle, of course, as you would with basically any weapon, you would use a suppressor. So for me, I went with the Groove suppressor. Even after the nerf that they did to this gun, the effective damage range is still very good, as you will see my gameplay of this loadout in this video. And of course, the bullet velocity plays a big part when it comes to damage. It's a much better trade rather than if you were to put the regular sound suppressor on. And of course, we have the actual suppressing ability as well. I do understand that this may raise some eyebrows when you look at the cons, but an SMG as light as this gun, the OTS's power is unmatched. With a good fire rate, you don't have to worry about aim down sight speed because it's fast enough. Walking steadiness is something you would never even notice, and then the aiming stability is also another factor you wouldn't even put together because of how well this performs. Now for the barrel, I feel like this is a popular opinion when it comes to equipping any weapon with the barrel, and for my setup, it's going to be the 8.1 Task Force. The Task Force undoubtedly will raise your damage power the most, but of course with the little cost of the vertical and horizontal recoil. But trust me, we're going to make up for that right now with the other attachments, so this is more than a good trade. The effective damage range, bullet velocity, again, is going to get more powered up, and the only thing you will be giving up in exchange is the recoil. Again, you'll see why that's okay right now. The third attachment we'll be focusing on is the underbarrel, and for this one, we will be going with the Spetsnaz grip. A lot of loadouts that you may see if you've looked into the other ones might tell you to equip a laser sight instead of this, and to be real, I completely disagree with that 100% because you will get a lot more from equipping an underbarrel over a laser. Trust me. The Spetsnaz grip will be making up for the horizontal and vertical recoil that we lost when equipping the weapon with the Task Force, and if anything, is now better than it originally was when we were looking at the stats. I don't want to do too much talking, rather show you the finished product, so let's move on to the next attachment. The next attachment we're looking at to equip is the magazine. Of course, you will always have to equip a custom magazine to any weapon you're using in Warzone. It's literally a must, more crucial than the barrel, I would even say. So the magazine we're going with for this one is going to be the VDV 40 round fast mag, which will be the last option. After doing a lot of research on different types of loadouts that you could possibly do with the OTS, I did realize that a lot of people settle for the 30 round or the Spetsnaz 40. Spetsnaz 40 round is not worth it at all. If anything, you're making your class worse than it would be with the 30 round, and the 30 round, you most likely wouldn't be able to take down 2 enemies. Maybe if you're lucky, you can down 2, but as for eliminating them, you gotta start reloading quick. And I know a lot of you will be like, oh yeah, but that's what the throwing knife is there for. I completely agree, but if you don't have a throwing knife, you're in a bit of a pickle if they have teammates coming after you. The last and final attachment this SMG is going to need is a stock. This is an attachment that will complete your beastly OTS 9 loadout. Watch and see later on in this video. So the stock that we'll be going with is the KGB skeletal stock, which is going to boost this weapon's aim down sight, firing move speed, along with the aiming movement speed, and the sprint to fire aim as well. This is your SMG, and I'm only assuming that you have overkill equipped and that you are running an AR or even a sniper for your other weapon. Run and gun, this thing is unstoppable, and for close range and mid range, this and the PPSH along with the Bullfrog and MAC-10 dominate. All around, I'll give the OTS 9 the throne out of the 4, but they're all still crazy weapons to use. Now check out this gameplay I recorded while using this loadout.
Enemy UAV over. Everyone get to the safe zone. Aid station here. Losing ground. I got movement.
So as you all can tell, this definitely lives up to its name, and even after the nerf where they made it a tad bit weaker the further your enemy is, it's still clearly that powerful. No matter how many weapons they nerf, the OTS will hold the throne for the best SMG in Warzone. You can argue with me if you think I'm wrong, but like I said, I feel like the only valid argument against this is regarding one of the other weapons I stated to be more powerful earlier, which I will not disagree with if you feel that one of them are better, but I just said that I personally think that All around, it's better when it comes to damage, fire rate, speed, and its accuracy. You won't find a single weapon that has no accuracy in Warzone unless you take away a crazy amount of damage while only focusing on accuracy when equipping attachments. Anyways, if you want to hear my loadouts for the PPSH Bullfrog Mac 10 or the Milano, which is another clutch weapon that I use, I did not bring it up earlier because it doesn't really hang with that crew of weapons when it comes to damage. Speed and accuracy, on the other hand, the Milano is insane in. Thank you all for tuning into today's video. I hope that you thought this loadout was as good as I thought it was, and give it a chance. You will not regret it. And even if you do, I personally would love to hear your recommendations in the comments down below, especially if you say it for a weapon that I didn't list earlier. I would love to see the gameplay or hear your loadout for any of your choices. Hit that like button if you like this setup, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, so we can touch our goal for 1,000 subs, and I can't do it without y'all. So until the next one, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.